Okay, so I think it's safe to say that Fortnite and Marvel have a pretty good relationship. Like, we've had 2 entire Marvel seasons, and there are over 90 Marvel skins in the game. But even though we have so many Marvel skins, I still want more. So in this video, I am going to share even more of my most wanted Marvel characters in this game. But before we get onto the list, if you want to support me, please consider using code EPPLAY45 in the Fortnite item shop. Now, let's get on to my most wanted Marvel characters. So first up we have Adam Warlock. And yeah, I really like Adam Warlock. I think his design is really cool, so it would be so cool to see it in the game. But also, I just think he's a really good character. Yeah, don't know much else to say about him. I don't really know if he would have any like mythics or what his other cosmetics would be. Like maybe he would have a cape as a back bling, but other than that I don't really know. So the next character I want is the Winter Soldier. Like come on, it's Bucky Barnes. Of course I want him in the game. He's such a phenomenal character. It's a crime that he isn't already in the game. But he's such a popular character, so he's probably gonna get added to the game someday. But yeah, I still really want him. Next up, I really want the Wasp in the game. I'm also kinda surprised she isn't in the game either, since she's also a really popular character, and she's been a pretty big part of the Avengers in a lot of the comics. And yeah, I think her glider could be like the wings on her back. But other than that, I don't really know what else could be her cosmetics. I just really want her in the game, honestly. Next up, I really want Galactus as a skin. I'm also surprised he hasn't gotten a skin either. Like, he was the main villain of the first Marvel season. So I find it kind of strange that he doesn't have a skin yet. Maybe they don't want to make a skin of him because his helmet is like huge. And it might not be the best skin to aim with. But I don't really care about that. I still just really want Galactus as a skin. Next up, I would really like to see Magic in the game. Now I'm gonna be honest, I did not know who Magic was before Marvel Rivals came out, but from what I've seen of her in Marvel Rivals, I love her. Like her design is one of my favorite designs in Marvel Rivals, and I just think her character is also really interesting. So I would honestly love to see her in the game. And her pickaxe could definitely be her big ass sword. But yeah, other than that, I don't know what other cosmetics to give her, but I just really want her in the game. Next up, I would love to see Luna Snow in the game as well. Now again, I didn't know who Luna Snow was before Marvel Rivals came out, but in Marvel Rivals, I think she has an amazing design. I love her character, so I just really want to see her in Fortnite. Then, I would love to see the comic book version of Drax. I know we had the MCU version already, but I would love the comic book version. Since when it comes to Guardians of the Galaxy, like Star-Lord, Groot, Rocket, and Gamora, all of those skins and the back bling are like supposed to be their comic book style. Although Star-Lord I believe was like an original design, but it was still leaning a lot more on the comics rather than the movies. So I just think the Drax skin we have just kind of doesn't fit in exactly with the other Guardians. So that's kind of the main reason why I want the comic book Drax skin, just so that he can fit in with the other Guardians. Next, I would love to see Kang the Conqueror. I think he's a pretty interesting character, so I would really like to see him. Like his character design is really cool, him as a character is also really interesting. I don't actually know that much about him, but the little I know about him, I just think he's really interesting. Next, I would really like a skin of the comic book version of Moon Knight. Like basically any comic book version I would be fine with. And don't get me wrong, I really like the Moon Knight skin we already have. I think the MCU suit looks really good. But personally for me, I think most of his comic book outfits look better. So I just kind of want to see that. And also I kind of want most Marvel skins to be the comic book versions. Just because most of the skins we already have are the comic book versions. So whenever we get like MCU versions, they don't exactly fit in too well with the other comic book versions. But I also don't have anything against us getting movie versions of skins. A lot of the times the movie versions look really good, like Moon Knight for example. Next, I would love to see Beast. He is one of my favorite X-Men characters, so I would really want to see him. Because I love Beast, I love his design, I love Beast in general, I just think he's such a good character. He would be a little bulky, but I don't really have anything against bulky skins. But yeah, I just really want Beast in the game. Now, let's move over to like all of these different Spider-Man characters. Because I love Spider-Man, he's my favorite superhero of all time. So there are a lot of Spider-Man skins I want in the game. Like Scarlet Spider. I think Scarlet Spider would be really cool in the game. I don't actually know that much about him, but from what I do know, I think he sounds interesting. And I also really like his suit. His suit looks so good, and that's like the main reason why I want him, because that suit is just incredible. Next, I would love to see Insomniac Spider-Man. Because like, I love the Insomniac Spider-Man games, and the Insomniac version of Peter is like my favorite adaptation of Peter Parker like ever. I absolutely love this version, and I also think the suit looks really cool. Like, I really like the big white spider. So yeah, I would really like to see him in Fortnite. Next, I would love to see like a comic book version of Miles Morales, or like any version of him that looks like similar to this. Cause like, we already have the Across the Spider-Verse version of Miles in the game, but I don't think that's Miles' best suit. Like, I still like the Across the Spider-Verse suit, but I just feel like he has a lot better suits in like other comics, Into the Spider-Verse, the Insomniac games. So I would just really like to see like a new Miles skin. Next, I would love to see Spider-Man India. He quickly became one of my favorite characters in Across the Spider-Verse, and I think his suit is also amazing. I think it looks really good. But yeah, other than that, I don't really have much else to say. Other than that, I really like this design, I really like the character, so I really want him in Fortnite. Next up, I would really like to see Tobey Maguire's version of Spider-Man in the game. Like, he's just super iconic. Like, it's Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Of course I want him, he's just incredible. Like, we already have a Tom Holland Spider-Man skin in the game, so I feel like it would only be fair to get a Tobey Maguire skin in the game as well. And it would also be fair if we got an Andrew Garfield Spider-Man skin in the game as well. So yeah, I really want an Andrew Garfield Spider-Man skin in the game. Specifically the version based on The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the suit from The Amazing Spider-Man 1, but I just think the suit in The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is like maybe the best Spider-Man suit we've ever gotten in the movie. And yeah, I would really like an Andrew Garfield Spider-Man skin, because like, he's the Spider-Man that I grew up on. Like, I grew up on the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man as well, but I grew up more on the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, because the first Spider-Man movie I ever watched was The Amazing Spider-Man. So Andrew Garfield will always hold a special place in my heart. Next, I would love to see the Vulture. I would just love to see more Spider-Man villains in the game, and just kind of Marvel villains in general. And I just feel like the Vulture is a pretty solid pick. He's such an iconic Spider-Man villain that I feel like he has to be added in the game at some point. And I also think his glider could be his wings, because like, it's the most iconic part about him, so they have to implement it somehow. But yeah, I think the Vulture would be really cool. And now the final character is gonna be Kingpin, because I absolutely love him. He's both a Spider-Man villain and a Daredevil villain. And I recently watched Daredevil and am currently watching Daredevil Born Again. And he's phenomenal in those shows. He is such a great villain, so I would absolutely love to see him in Fortnite. But yeah, those were even more of my most wanted Marvel characters in this game. If you want to see more of my most wanted Marvel characters, I did make a video like over half a year ago, so you could go check that out if you want. But I also want to know from you guys, who are your most wanted Marvel characters in Fortnite? Let me know in the comments below. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye!